What is up, everybody? It's Sam, and we are back with another episode of Pessimistic at Best, the podcast. I have Carol on the pod.
Hi, everyone.
How are you?
Amazing. I'm so happy to be here with you on this beautiful couch.
I know, right? She's like kind of famous.
She's stunning.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I came in here, just seeing this couch on the pod so many times, it does feel like really just an iconic piece.
It is kind of funny because the more that I have people over, people are like, oh, the couch. It's like, oh, the podcast zone. And I'm like, okay.
I feel like even if you move, you have to take this couch with you.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I do love this couch. There is a small chance that I was maybe conceived on this couch, so that's cool.
Okay. That feels really special to me. And I'm really glad you revealed that.
Yeah.
That feels I'm feeling honored to be a part of that history.
Where I was established. Yeah. I don't know that for a fact. Mom, Dad, you let me know. But they used to basically use this because it's a full futon. Mm-hmm. And this was their bed for several years.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that's also just two things. I was going to say this couch gives us really good energy. Like kind of like love energy. You know, I would love just amazing.
Pick it up what they're putting
happy
down.
Vibes.
Yes.
The other thing is I feel like the most Midwest thing to have a futon that travels through the family.
So fucking true.
Every single family, including my own, has a futon. I think ours is in the basement right now. But that is always being passed to different kids for their different apartments.
That is so true.
Is always just trying to be handed off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure my parents have offered it to me. Sorry, Mom and Dad. And I said no.
You're next on the list.
Because I know. And I said no because I didn't like the style of it. I'm sorry.
I feel that.
But it really is. There's a futon in every family. Every family has a futon.
I will say we recovered it. I found this cover on, I think, Etsy. And I was like, I love her so much. Mm-hmm. And it fit perfect. And when we moved here, the main thing I wanted upon moving to this apartment was enough room for people to sleep.
Yes.
So I got a big as fuck couch, and then I have this futon. So comfortably we can sleep 4 with an air mattress, perhaps 6.
This could possibly be like an Airbnb situation.
So true.
If you really think about
That's true. That's actually true.
You could fit so many people in here. You could be like, this place sleeps like 15.
Seriously, pimp out my house.
Get all your college friends in here.
I know.
For St. Patty's Day.
Literally.
Go away for the weekend and,
That is so true.
Make $1 million.
Honestly, that is probably so smart. I always think it's so funny when it's like people in New York who obviously pay so much in rent are like, I'm gone for a weekend. Like, who wants to sublet?
I know. Literally, I know. That's because that weekend is actually going to be $1,000.
So true.
Those 3 days is $1,000.
I've never actually thought to price out like how much my rent is per day. I don't even want to know.
Yeah, no, don't think about it too much.
No.
Honestly, at the end of the day, it's not.
You're not gonna like it.
You're not. It's not a fun thought.
No.
And we're really just trying to push all non-fun thoughts out of our brains.
Life is just about having fun.
I think so.
I think so too. In fact, that's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, I love having fun.
It really is the best.
Honestly, and that's why I'm on this podcast, because I love having fun.
I paid her to say that.
It's a fun time. Everyone should get on this podcast.
Well, I'm so happy to finally have you on. It's always such like a sweet little way to just have someone over. Plus, we get James in the kitchen.
Yes. James cooked us such a lovely meal. The producer of this podcast.
Yeah.
It was very,
podcast
very
producer
delicious.
And chef.
He is a very good cook.
He actually is. It was are you familiar with half-baked harvest?
I have heard that term in the, I want to say like Instagram space.
Yes.
I've heard people throwing that around.
Yeah, she's like a cooking influencer. I feel like she got her start on like I don't know, New York Times or something, but she I think she gets in trouble sometimes because I don't think she always uses I don't think she gives credit to like the cultures that she's pulling things from. Yeah. However, that woman knows how to throw together a recipe. So it's like, you can appreciate the art, not the artist.
Exactly. Yeah. And honestly, the art was delish tonight.
It was really good.
It was really beautiful. The plating was also beautiful.
Yes, so true. He had to kind of lick my plate so that it didn't look so messy so I could take a good food photo.
Right. And that's what you're saying is the best chefs are often licking the plates.
Yeah.
And if you're going to like a Michelin star place, whatever they call those things.
I think that's the correct terminology.
Michelin star place, where Mr. Michelin has visited. if the chefs aren't licking the plates,
if Mr. Michelin himself is licking
you're
the plates,
actually not at a good restaurant.
Yeah,
You're actually
literally.
not at a good restaurant, because you kind of want that, like, the spit, like the saltiness,
of course,
of the chef's mouth.
100%. In fact, that's how it's authentic.
Exactly.
And that's kind of the whole point.
Exactly.
I love going out to eat. I feel like there are so many good restaurants out here. Have you ever been to Longman and Eagle? Because we're gonna have to bring you there.
No, is that close to here?
Yeah,
is that
it's so good, and it has a Michelin star.
Is that in the Logan Square neighborhood?
And Mr. Michelin has licked off of those plates.
Really? Has he really? Oh my God.
It's so good. Everything I have there is amazing.
What is the cuisine?
I will say I think it's just like new American, how they love to say. So sort of like, you know, everything.
And what does that actually mean?
I would love to know.
Let's give a definition of that.
Because to me, it's kind of giving like, okay, so you just make everything.
Think of like when you picture like a new American place. Hi Kitty.
Don't come over here. She's allergic.
I know. I was gonna say, for anyone out there, if it looks like I am high, I'm actually not. I actually 100% promise, because my mom will probably watch this. Mom, I do not smoke.
She's just allergic
weed.
to my son.
I do not do drugs. There is a couple of very sweet cats around here.
Don't go up here.
And I am allergic. And
I will say I feel like they're
eyes
drawn specifically to people who are allergic.
I know. Cats are drawn to me. They just feel that I have that kind of like feline
oh my
energy.
gosh, totally.
Feline energy.
Which you do.
Thank you.
And I mean that in the best way. It's a compliment.
Yes.
A high compliment.
I'm just catty. I don't know. Is that
honestly
disgusting?
Same.
Disgusting.
You actually have to stop though.
You have
Love
to.
you so much.
Child.
Just sit up here if you're gonna come up.
Yeah.
He really also loves to be an attention whore. He kind of like wants this to be his podcast.
I know. I feel like since I'm not giving him attention, he wants more attention, and that is actually exactly me.
That is the curse of
That is the curse.
That's the feline personality.
That is the feline personality. If you're not giving me attention, coming up here. Okay,
totally.
That is honestly a perfect place for you to sit.
And
that looks so comfortable for you.
But probably so close to you.
So close to me, but we're just gonna let it ride.
Okay.
We're just gonna let it ride.
You let me know, and if I need to kick him off, I will.
You know what? Afterwards, I'm gonna pop a couple pills.
Love.
At the bar, and those will be allergy pills at the end of the day. Those will be, if anything, I will be. Can you mix allergy pills and
that is
beer?
a great question. I feel like as someone who doesn't have allergies, you would probably be more equipped to answer.
I feel like I've probably done it before, and I feel like it's fine. And I feel like if it wasn't, I feel like I would hear about it.
So true.
I feel like that would be in the news.
Yes, someone would have said something.
Someone would have said something.
At some point in
someone
time.
would have let me know, and probably someone would have died, and I would have heard about it.
So true.
And I think
we can't have you dying today.
No, today is not the day to die. What day is it? Thursday?
It feels like...
Is it Thursday?
It's a Thursday.
It's Thirsty Thursday.
Thursday is such a good day to stay alive. You're so close to the weekend.
I know. And
that's actually fun to think about. I'd rather die like maybe on a Monday.
Huh. Yeah. I feel that. Monday's a good day to die.
You know, like such a good day. Then you don't have to suffer
Not
through
this
work.
next Monday, though, because this next Monday is going to be nice weather.
Okay, so true.
And I don't want to die on a sunny day.
Yeah, a Monday in the dead of winter. If you're going to die, that's when you should do
really
it.
go out with a bang. Like, go out just like being so sad.
Yeah.
Maybe listening to some like really sad music, like staring out your window.
Perfect. In
Snow
fact,
is
I'm sure I have a
falling.
playlist for that.
Yes, I'm like, what would you put on? Like,
I feel like
is this like a fun podcast topic? Like, how do you ideally want to die?
Death. Yeah.
Planning my death.
I think I'd put on that one like Dido song that's like about rainy day. Like,
oh, is that one that was in the Eminem song?
Yes.
Okay, that's the only way I know that song, which is sad.
No, I kind of feel like, of course, he made it more famous.
Yeah. Wait, how's that one go? Did you want to sing a little bit of it?
Standing in my window. I don't even know, but it's so like.
I don't even remember that part of it.
It's like it's sad.
Okay.
It's perfect for death.
Right. No, that is a good death song. I feel like I would play something like Phoebe Bridgers.
Okay, so true. Sad girl.
Yeah. I feel like that'd be really nice to die to.
Are you a fan of Boy Genius?
Yes. I wouldn't say I'm like an extreme fan. I am a light
Same.
fan though. A few of their
dabble.
songs. I dabble.
Yeah.
I do dabble. Which is the way I am with most artists besides Taylor Swift. Sorry everyone.
Respect.
I'm a Swiftie, but I do dabble in Boy Genius. I really like that one song that I do not know the name of because I do not know the name of any songs.
I'm the same. I never know the names of songs.
I cannot remember the name of a single song.
No, same.
And anyways, yes, that's how I feel about that.
Totally. I heard they broke up.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, in the way where they're just like, we want to focus on our own projects, but we still love each other. LOB.
How do we feel about Phoebe Bridgers? And I kind of do. See, the thing is, I do want to talk about Phoebe Bridgers, but at the back of my mind, I'm still thinking about New American.
Totally.
I'm still thinking about New American.
And we can circle back.
Okay, I think we should circle back to that really quickly, and then we could come back to Phoebe Bridgers if we're feeling it still. I don't know if I have a lot to add to the topic of Phoebe Bridgers, besides the fact that one time...
Oh my God, really a story.
It's not that exciting of a story.
Okay,
I will.
totally.
Just prepare yourself.
Guys, relax.
Prepare yourself. Relax. Don't get too crazy about this. Okay, one time in New York City, I saw Phoebe Bridgers and Paul Mescal.
Wait, no way.
At a coffee shop.
I
They
never
were
seen
actually
anyone famous.
behind me in line.
Oh my God, cool.
And it was before they were officially like public with their relationship.
Wait.
So
were they being like PDA or not at all?
No.
Okay.
They may have been holding hands.
Okay.
But they weren't like cuddling, canoodling, doing the whole thing.
That's like, you could have submit that to the blogs.
I know. And so like they were right behind me. I do not know what they ordered.
Okay,
unfortunately. Totally. I'm sure it was something very mysterious and cool.
Love.
Sure it was like an Americano.
I wish I was mysterious.
I know, me too. I cannot. Well, I think that's the reason you have a podcast. You are not mysterious.
So true.
We just yap.
We can't keep anything
all
a
day
secret.
long. I honestly cannot, unfortunately. Anyway, so they were behind me in line. I went and I sat down, and I kind of like, at this time, so this was right after I had just watched Normal People.
Okay, totally. Of course.
Okay.
Read the book, saw the full show.
Okay.
Love Paul Mescal.
Love Paul Mescal. That was my first time discovering him as an actor.
Yeah.
But anyways, I watched Normal People during COVID, and it absolutely crushed me to my soul.
100%.
I don't know why. Not that I've ever had an experience like that show, but
literally same.
But for some reason, I was like, "This is my life."
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, "This show is my life. I've lived this before.
Yeah.
I am in Ireland.
Devastating.
I am an Irish schoolgirl, and the popular boy."
I know. Crazy.
I'm secretly sleeping with the popular boy.
Which the house that is like really a tragic story.
It was. No, that show just really, I have thought about rewatching it, but it truly crushed me to my soul.
Right. It's like, do I want to put myself through that again?
Such an unreal way.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this was right after I had finished the show, and I saw Paul, and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I actually don't know what I would do.
Yeah. So all I did was I sat on the bench, like waiting for my coffee. And I just kind of casually looked at him a couple times.
See, that's like the cool way to do it.
And I think he did notice that I was looking at him and I recognized him.
Sure.
But I didn't want to say anything because I am very much of the mindset of like, if a celebrity is having a day where they are not recognized by anyone.
Yeah.
And if I can like, and they can just like go through the day and never be recognized. Like, I don't want to ruin that for them.
So true. Like what if you were the first and only one that day? That'd be crazy.
I know. And it's like, I could just like let them have their day. Yeah. And like, just kind of like, and like, is me taking a picture with them going to add anything to like my life really at the end of the day?
I know.
It would be, I have to admit that actually would be a really fun one because it's like, they weren't super public with their relationship. So I had the inside scoop.
No, literally you're like, okay, du moi.
I know. I'm like, who do I send this to?
Seriously.
Do I get paid for this?
Yeah, where's TMZ?
I know. But I'm too ethical for that.
And I respect that. You took the high road.
I took the high road in this situation. And for that, I'm probably going to heaven.
That is actually so true.
Yeah.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Those things are really adding up in my life.
Seriously.
For those small moments.
Okay, good karma.
I know. Those small moments are really sending me right to those golden gates.
That's so true. Next time I see Paul Mescal, I'll have to take notes on that.
Where is he now?
Seriously. That is such a good question.
I think he's running around. Every picture I see of him, it seems to be he's just wearing like short shorts. He's on a run.
I know, and people are eating that shit up, so I get why he keeps doing it.
I know. I'm like, maybe that's just my algorithm feeding me that.
Yeah.
So
they're like, okay, we know what you like.
I guess like, yeah.
This is what your good karma got you.
My algorithm feeding me pictures of Paul Mescal in short shorts. I'm like,
just his thighs.
Oh, fuck, what did I just admit?
Yeah, literally.
I'm like, no, he actually is wearing different clothes.
Totally.
But yeah,
I know. Well, I recently watched the movie that he just made with Hot Priest from Fleabag. I actually don't remember that man's name. Andrew Scott? Yeah.
Yes, that is his name.
Also devastating. I think Paul Mescal has maybe sort of he loves a sad flick.
Yeah.
He loves something that's really going to make you feel something.
Yeah, he's kind of like locked into that sad boy category.
Yes.
Much like I feel Evan Peters.
So true.
Which a lot of people are saying, give this man a rom-com.
I would actually love to see it.
Oh my God.
I'd be the first one in line.
Oh my God, I would die for it. I also really loved Paul Mescal in that one, and I'm once again gonna forget the name of it, so that's fun.
The description is perfect.
Okay, the description is he is on holiday with his daughter. After Sun.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
So good.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, he has a daughter.
Absolutely crushing film.
That's crazy.
Absolutely crushing film. I know. I was like, are you old enough to play a father?
Right. That's wild. A young dad.
I don't know how I feel about that. Like, are we old enough to play mothers in movies?
Sometimes I feel like women at our age are playing somebody's grandma.
I know.
It's like so bizarre. Not actually at our age, but like they could like probably be in their 40s and they're playing someone's grandma. And it's like, what the fuck is the matter with the world?
Yeah, that is not right. I know that was something that kind of took me out of the film a little bit because I was like, I just feel like you are 24 years
like
old.
Last time I watched you in something, you were literally in high school.
Yeah. Right.
like literally.
Yeah. But he really is stuck in that. And he does it so well, though. He really does it so well of being a sad boy like Evan Peters. But yes, I would love to
say makes total sense why he was with Phoebe Bridgers, sad girl.
Yes. Yes, it makes sense. I know. How do we feel about... We were going to circle back to New American, but we actually circled right back to Phoebe Bridgers.
And this is actually a Phoebe Bridgers themed podcast.
This is. And I really don't know much about her, so that's amazing.
Same.
So if that says anything about me, us, we can yap.
Yeah.
We can fucking yap.
So true.
Can I
we
swear?
contain multitudes. Oh yeah, swear friendly pod.
Okay.
I have to mark. It's actually really funny. I have to like go in and mark every single episode as explicit. Like I have to physically click like yes, I swear.
Okay. I was gonna say, is that gonna hurt with like the monetization?
I don't think, because here's the thing. I don't think you want anything to do with me unless I am who I am 100%.
Exactly.
You know?
You have to be true to yourself.
Yeah, you have to buy all the way in.
But yeah, Phoebe Bridgers and Bo Burnham.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. That's another person I don't know a ton about because I feel like he used to be like a YouTube star and now he's making kind of like actually pretty good music, I heard.
Really?
That's like less meme-ish. It's like, I mean, he still makes jokes in his tunes, but like some of his songs are like pretty good EDM songs.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, sort of flip the script on us.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
He's very a talented man.
He is. Aren't they all?
Yeah.
Those Phoebe Bridger boyfriends.
Aren't they all? Aren't they all talented men?
Yeah, seriously. She knows how to choose them.
I know.
Well, I haven't ever seen her live, but I heard that I think she's coming to Lolla this year.
Oh.
I've also never been to Lollapalooza.
I've never been to Lollapalooza either.
And this was the first lineup that I saw that I was like, shit, do I have to go to Lollapalooza? That doesn't seem good for my brand.
Who will be performing at Lollapalooza?
So there's actually like tons of bands that I actually know for once. It's like Slash, I feel like they're dipping a little bit more into the indie scene. I think it's Phoebe Bridgers. There's also like The Killers are one of the headliners. I believe either Japanese Breakfast or Japanese House. I think it's Japanese House.
Okay.
Love them both.
Absolutely.
And TV Girl is there.
Okay.
Slow Pulp, which I don't know if you remember them from Madison, but we like have connections to some of the people in that band.
Oh, that's fun.
So it's very cool that they're playing
that is
Lollapalooza.
really cool. Yeah.
They live here. And then I just feel like there were a ton of bands on the roster this time that I was like, this is actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I have heard Lolla is pretty overwhelming, so I haven't sent it.
So yeah, that's the thing that I've heard about Lollapalooza, which is that it's a lot of teenagers.
Right.
And
which
that
is my worst fear.
Scares me. Yeah. That really, really scares me.
Yeah.
Teenagers are terrifying.
Well, especially when they're like drunk or high. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, I feel like I was a nightmare as a teenager.
Literally same.
And I hate saying this too because I feel like an old person saying this because I do have total faith in the next generation. I think they're going to do I think they're going to do fantastic things, but at the same time, they are scary. They are very scary, and they're only getting scarier.
That is so true.
I
think it's because they have social media.
I was going to say, does that have to do with TikTok?
I know.
I don't know.
It is kind of terrifying.
I think TikTok has definitely made me into kind of a scary person at times. My brain
100% same.
My brain is a little bit rotting.
Yeah.
Like
and my attention span is like this.
I feel like a lot of the things I talk about is like what I saw on TikTok.
Yeah, I know. I'm so guilty of that. It's actually so bad.
Yeah. So I'm like, and I can only imagine as a teenager, like you're probably on that 10 times more than I am. Like
for sure.
In class all the time, and your brain is developing so much more.
I know, it's so crazy. And I also feel like their socialization is so bizarre because they all have such parasocial relationships.
Yeah.
That like aren't even with people who actually are in their vicinity or their school.
It's so true. Cause like that's the thing is, yeah, it's hard. Cause it's like also, I feel like we both work in social media, and it's like I do see the pros of it. I think it's good in so many ways to connect people.
Same.
And also like as a teenager, seeing people who were probably struggling with the same things that I was.
So true. It
during
normalizes
high school,
a lot of things.
That would have been fantastic. But at the same time, it's like you said, having so many parasocial relationships.
Yeah.
I feel like just can't be good.
I know.
Because like I think that I have even went that direction in some ways of just like, I think that my communication with people, like my face to face, is not as good as it used to be.
Same.
Before, like honestly before TikTok.
That's
in a lot of
true.
ways.
Yeah.
And before like a lot of those things. So I'm like, I can only imagine when in high school your brain is truly, I mean, at least mine was like mush, you know, it's like, and you're just taking in so much.
No, like you're
online.
literally a sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the teachers like let them have phones in the classroom, and they're like,
well, because apparently you can't take it away from them anymore,
which is so
like kids can say like, this is my private property. They can do the same thing with like vapes. You can't take that away from them now.
That is insane to me.
No, like it's crazy.
I know. And sometimes saying those things, I'm like, God, I feel like a conservative or something.
No, I know.
I'm like, am I turning into
these
like a
crazy
parent?
kids?
I know. Like literally when I say, I'm like, but I'm just like,
but it is. I mean, they're literally running wild.
Yeah,
is how it feels.
Yeah. I'm like, let's take those phones away during class.
I know.
You know, put them. Didn't they do that? Remember in High School Musical at that scene where she's like, put your phones in the basket. Let's do that.
And lock them up.
Throw
away the key. No, literally, it's actually so crazy too, because if you think about like one, obviously relationships are just so much more harder to monitor. Like you can't tell if your kid's being bullied or whatever online. Mm-hmm. Things like that can happen kind of under the radar. And then on top of that, I just think about like, I mean, I had the internet as a kid, and even when like, you know, instant messaging came out.
Oh my God.
You would be like chatting with someone for a while, and then you'd be like, okay, gotta go, you know, or like BRB, literally G2G.
Yeah.
Now you don't say those things because it's just constant, and you're like the window of communication never actually closes because you have your phone on you at all times. So it's just so crazy.
That is. Yeah. I actually I was watching like YouTube commentary video the other day that was talking exactly about that, about how you were like, when you're doing instant messaging and stuff, when you got online, you were like in the space to engage with people.
Yeah.
Like it was this time to really like talk to your friends and stuff. And like when you're away, like no one's gonna, I mean, like you just said, like no one's gonna message you. Like, but now
the expectation wasn't there.
Yeah, the expectation's like you don't feel rude for not messaging anyone back, because it's like if your little icon doesn't say green, you're not online.
Yeah,
you're not there. Like you cannot reach this person. You cannot. You don't even send a message like for them to like see when you get back. You're like, they logged off. Okay, they're gone.
We cannot chat.
Right. Yeah. We cannot chat with this person. This person can no longer be reached.
Yeah.
But now it's like all day long.
I know.
You know, like people are just sending you messages.
And then you get stressed if you don't respond.
Yeah. You get stressed if you don't respond. You feel bad. Like there's just like such an expectation to respond right away.
I know.
I feel like I've gotten better at that, of being just like, it's okay to like not respond to people for a couple hours. Like you do not have to respond to people.
No, it's not instant.
Away.
See, but then I like am famously terrible at texting.
Me too.
And then I will either be responding right away, or then I drop off the face of the earth for like 3 days.
Yeah.
I don't really have a good in between.
I do too. Yeah. I'm kind of like that as well. And I feel like it's hard when you're like, I understand when people do that.
Yeah.
But if you're not that type of person, that type of friend who like gets that kind of communication, you have to like always reassure your friends and be like,
I know,
I love you so much.
They're like literally the most.
I like literally love you. We'll die for you. We'll jump in front of a bullet for you. I just truly, sometimes it is.
I text you back to save my life.
I just cannot text you back. But once again, would die for you.
Yes.
Would kill someone for you.
100%.
Any day of the week.
Yeah.
I just cannot text you back. And actually, sometimes it is really, I forget.
No,
sometimes
same.
I will really open a message and I just forget.
It's lost forever.
I know. And I think that is honestly part of the concerning thing, our attention spans. Like in our
really
memory,
bad.
our brains, I think are with remembering things. Like I think that has a lot to do with like social media too.
100%.
Like not being able to because everything's going by so fast that you don't think about remembering anything anymore. Like you're just like the next thing is coming up. Like
for sure.
You know,
and
like,
if I don't like this, I'll just keep scrolling.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too. Like working in marketing, we're always taught, specifically on social, I should preface, that like you literally have to capture someone's attention. Like the interesting thing needs to happen in the first 5 seconds, preferably the first 3. Like that's nothing. That is no amount of time.
I know. And even now on TikTok, I've noticed they have like you can speed through TikToks at like
double
2x.
the speed.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's bad. If
I'm
someone's
like,
telling too long-winded of a story, I put it on double speed.
I put it on double speed.
Oh my God,
I put it on
so
double
bad.
speed. And it literally, and then when you look back at how long it actually is, it's like a minute TikTok.
Yes.
And you're like, fuck.
I know.
You're like, fuck, I can't even watch a minute.
I had to
TikTok
condense
at
that down
normal
to 30
speed.
seconds.
Yeah.
Like, that
Like,
is crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like sitting in bed. Like, where do I have to be? Nowhere. Like,
that's so true. Like, what happens after this? Literally nothing.
Yeah, literally nothing.
So
I know.
crazy.
Maybe that's a practice we should all implement more.
Yeah.
Just like watch the full TikTok.
Like, please.
If we're gonna do anything, like stop
Engage.
fast forwarding.
Yeah.
Just engage with a 60-second TikTok.
The media you're consuming.
Yes. Just like be present.
Yeah.
Be present in the moment.
So much easier said than done.
I know.
Well, I would love to get into your good, bad, ugly.
Yes. Should we? Have
Yes.
we've been chatting away. We've
Hell
been
yeah.
yapping.
We're so good at that.
I know. Look at us being like 10 to 15 minutes of yapping.
I know.
And then we're like, oh,
Scheduled.
30 minutes in.
No, literally.
Okay, so I wrote these down
I love.
on my phone because, like I said, I cannot remember anything to save my life.
And sometimes it's so good to have a list.
It is good to have a list. And these are kind of like quick fire things. When you messaged me, you're like good, bad, ugly. I was just like thinking about things that make me feel good or like things I'm looking forward to.
I love that.
On the daily, just like at this moment in time.
Hell yes.
Or just like things I'm liking right now.
I love it.
If I just said that, I can't remember. Anyways, okay, so I'll start with the good.
Yes.
And we'll just run through that list. Do you want me to run through the whole list first, or should we go one by
Let's
one?
do one at a time.
Okay, let's do one at a time. Okay, good. And I'm sorry about this. This is gonna be directly targeted at you. No, not really, but okay. For the first good, little dogs.
Okay.
And I put this on the list because this is kind of a recent change for me.
Okay.
Historically, I've always been a girl who loves big dogs.
I feel like I'm a big dog girl.
I love big dogs.
Yeah.
And I still do love big dogs. But lately, little dogs have really just had a special place in my heart.
I love that.
I love them.
I would
think
love
they're
to know which
so-
little dog changed your mind.
Okay, so there is this one little dog, which it's gonna be funny if my sister watches this. My sister nannies for this family, and they have this little dog named Madeline.
No way,
And
that's so
I was like,
cute.
God, I wish we could put a photo up on the screen. Like,
Yeah,
do we have that?
seriously.
James, do we have that technology?
He can make that happen.
Okay, I was gonna say I can send through a picture of Madeline
Please
because
do.
it really would. Okay, I should also say, Madeline reminds me of. Have you seen those memes of J-Lo where she's like the clip of her from her movie talking about the Bronx?
Yeah.
And she's like,
she's like, I used to brush my hair like this.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm chronically online.
Yes, chronically online. And she's like, I used to run around the Bronx with my hair like this. Just
Yeah.
a crazy girl with dreams. That is one of my favorite clips of all time.
No, it's so good.
Also, on that note, I honestly, J-Lo is on my good list because
Love.
I love J-Lo right now.
No, so do I.
I think she is so delusional.
I know. I kind
And
of.
I fucking love it.
I want that for myself. I want that level of
fucking
delusion.
love it. I'm like, she loves herself.
Yeah.
She is here for
No,
herself.
seriously.
She's gonna make that movie that no one likes.
Literally.
She can't sing for shit. I'll put it out there, but that's okay.
We love that for her.
And honestly, I'll say it. I think she's a good actress.
Okay, so do I. The Proposal, amazing movie.
Made in Manhattan,
So true.
amazing film.
Like that girl was built for rom-coms.
I love those movies.
Yeah.
The Wedding Planner,
Yep.
Amazing
Oh,
movie.
that's what I'm thinking of. The Proposal is completely not her.
Yeah, The Proposal is, I was gonna say, I was like, I actually have not seen The Proposal, but the way I was like,
she's literally not in it. You don't
she's
need to see it.
She's literally not in that movie.
I think it's like Sandra Bullock. So
it is actually Sandra Bullock. Yeah, it's Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds.
The Wedding Planner.
The Wedding Planner with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, iconic pair.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
that movie, and she was so good in those movies. She did an amazing job. Oh, Jersey Girl.
Yeah.
Seen it?
Yes.
She's only in it for like 10 minutes, but she was amazing.
So true.
And also,
I haven't seen that in forever.
Ben in that movie.
I know.
Amazing. Anyways, so Madeline, this dog that my sister's nannies, it's the family she's nannies for their dog. And she is just this crazy little dog who they literally found on like the side of the highway.
That's classic.
Who had been hit by a car.
Oh my God.
She has like no teeth.
Totally.
And her hair is like stands up like all
I'm
crazy.
picturing her like a little wiry.
She's a little wiry.
Yeah.
She's scared of everything.
Of course.
She's terrified.
Keeps you on your toes.
She keeps you on your toes. I was like, can relate though. Like with anxiety, once again, can relate.
Things are scary these days.
Things are really fucking scary. I'm really fucking scared of a lot of things. Yeah. Teenagers are at the top of that list. Teenagers at Lollapalooza, scared.
Honestly, valid fear.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Anyways, so she's just like, there's something about her.
I love that.
There's something about her. She's just so silly goofy. We love her.
I love that she's the one that really made you change your ways.
Her. I know. I'm trying to think if there was even one before that, but she's just like, you're just like, God, that head is so small.
I know. And it's like, there can't be that many brains inside.
I know.
Yeah.
You're like, you can just like hold that head with just your hand. You're like, this is just like the smallest head on the face of this earth. And it's just ridiculous.
Is she like a yappy dog? Maybe can you even yap if you don't have teeth? I guess I don't know the
no, she's not yappy.
Because that's usually my beef with small dogs.
Yes. And I do understand that. And that's how I always felt. Yeah. Because I had a neighbor growing up and she had the yappiest fucking dog. Yeah. Small dog. And I was like, don't like small dogs.
I heard somebody recently refer to them as ankle biters. And I was like, that's so true.
I actually did know another small dog growing up that was an ankle biter.
Totally.
So actually, I think those two things kind of made me feel the way. But lately, I don't know. I've just been seeing these little, I've also been seeing these little like long haired dachshunds. Have you ever seen those?
Oh my God. Yeah. My friend has two.
Oh,
those are two little dogs that I literally love. And she is actually so funny because her entire home now is engineered for them. So they have like stairs where they can get on the couch in the bed. Like these little,
they are so fucking cute.
Crazy.
And then put one of those fuckers in a sweater.
Oh my God. Yeah. Game over.
Are you fucking kidding me?
They also hike with them everywhere. And they have these little, they pretty much carry them around in like a baby. Yeah.
And then you see one of those at a bar.
Oh, I know.
You see one of those in like a bag at a bar.
Yes.
It's too much.
I know.
It's too much.
I will say that is the one nice thing about a small dog is you can kind of get away with bringing them literally anywhere.
Yeah. And I think that is the appeal. It's like even I live in a tiny, tiny studio apartment. And it's like if I were to get a dog, it would probably be like a little small dog. So I'm just going to have to get used to it anyway.
So true.
But either way, I'm just like something about them. Every time I see a little dog, I'm just like, God, what a silly, goofy gal.
I know. Sometimes they can be really so silly.
Yeah. No, they are just goofy.
I love that. That's a really good.
Yeah. And the next one on my list of my good list is another type of dog. Hot dogs.
Oh my God, love. Okay, I'm sensing a theme.
Yes. And that is where the theme ends.
I love it.
Right after that. But I do. Anyone who knows me knows I fucking love hot dogs.
So I famously didn't used to like hot dogs, but I loved corn dogs. I was like, wrap that bitch in cornbread and you really can't go wrong.
Oh, I love a corn dog.
But now I've come all the way where I'm like,
State Fair.
Hot dogs. Yeah, so good.
At the State Fair, no. I love a corn dog, but I love a classic hot dog.
Do you get yours Chicago style?
And this is something I'm going to say. And I don't know. I actually don't feel like I've said this to too many like Chicago people and they've been offended. So I don't know what that's saying about a Chicago dog if there's not a lot of pride in them.
Okay, so true.
But I do not like Chicago style dogs.
See, I get it with the works because I'm too embarrassed to order it without.
Yes, and I do understand that. I've done that many times. I'm just not enjoying the experience of it.
And kind of same. It's a bit too much.
But I feel like I've said that to so many people and they've been like, yeah, same. And I'm like, guys,
then why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this?
Why are we claiming this?
Why are we doing this? Where's the pride in the Chicago dog? It's not good.
That's good to know. Then maybe I don't need to be so embarrassed.
I don't think people are liking it.
Okay.
No, it is hot dogs are one of my late night come home from the bar snacks.
Oh, that's actually genius.
Yep. I usually order, there's this place, do not know the name of it because I do not know the name of anything, so never ask me the name of anything. Not even the name of my family members. No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, sometimes me too.
But there's this place that has 2-for-1 cheesy hot dogs.
Oh my
and
God,
they are open until like 5 a.m.
Wow,
so
that's awesome.
I come home from the bar and I order 2 cheesy hot dogs.
Yes.
And I just absolutely devour those, and they are so good.
It's also so important to have a place like that near you that you know you can count on to be open. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like 10-minute delivery. It's like fantastic.
Amazing. Yeah. I feel like that's my one beef with Logan in particular is there aren't as many hot dog, like we don't have the Vienna sausage hold that the rest of the city seems to have.
Interesting. I did not know that. That's a strike against Logan. There's
I
not
think
a lot
so
of strikes
too.
against Logan. We love Logan.
Not enough hot dogs.
But there's not enough hot dogs in this neighborhood.
So true.
There's not enough hot dogs.
Yeah, we actually need to change that. Maybe I can like write a letter to the mayor. There's gonna be something.
Yeah. That's probably gonna be at the top of their list.
Logan Square Chamber of Commerce.
Does that exist?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
We need more hot dogs.
Yeah.
I think I follow them on Instagram, and I actually told me that pro tip for figuring out local like markets, festivals, and things like that is to follow your Chamber of Commerce on the World Wide Web, which I was like, didn't even know you could do that.
That is a hot tip. I didn't know
Who knew they had an Instagram?
I didn't. Well, everyone does now.
Yeah,
everyone has an Instagram or a podcast.
So true.
Everyone has an Instagram. Is there a Chamber of Commerce podcast?
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past them.
I would not put it past them either. It's gonna be a couple of white guys sitting around with their microphones.
Yeah, they love that sort of thing.
They do love that sort of thing, and we do too.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel pretty good.
It does feel pretty fucking good. I have to admit, holding this microphone, it's really like transporting me to almost karaoke, and I'm like,
I know.
You know,
I mean, feel free to break out into song.
I love to sing. Don't make me sing. Don't make me sing.
Right, like stop.
Please, don't beg me to sing. But I do love karaoke, and yeah, holding a microphone feels really good. I might have to get one of these for my house.
So you want to know a crazy fun fact about me?
Yes.
I have literally only done karaoke twice in my life.
Disgusting.
I know. I need to.
Sick. Did you enjoy those experiences? Did it feel good? Did it feel right to be up on the stage?
The first time that I went was like not with my immediate group of friends, and so I was like pretty embarrassed. And I am not a good singer. I don't claim that. I would never pretend to be something I'm not. And I know that I can't sing very well, but I will say I love being the center of attention.
Oh yes.
So there is sort of a big merriment happening there.
Yes. But here's the thing about not being a good singer at karaoke. That's kind of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't want to be a hater because I've never been a hater before.
Yeah. This is actually
this
hater-free podcast.
This is a hater-free podcast. I would never judge anyone, hate on anyone for anything they love to do. But if you're a good singer at karaoke, you gotta fuck right off. I know it's like
you're trying way too hard.
You're gonna need to fake it.
We're just here to have fun.
We're just here to have fun. It's like when people come to bowling and they're like a really good bowler. I'm like, yes. What are you doing?
I know.
What are you doing here?
Who said you could be semi-professional?
I know. This is not one of those things. Yeah. Karaoke, bowling, pool. So you're not supposed to be good. No. Okay. Pool, I think more people are good at it.
And if you're like hustling motherfuckers, but
yeah. Sometimes it is actually kind of cool when people are good at pool.
Yeah.
I would love to be good at pool.
Same.
It's like it's always a goal of mine.
See, that's another thing I have never played.
You've never played pool?
I've never played pool. Oh. I don't really do the sports that are associated with drinking. Like I kind of just do the drinking part.
Right.
Karaoke. Well,
I like that you're calling karaoke a sport. Were you competing?
Sort of.
Honestly, sometimes people always are.
It feels a little bit competitive.
It's so competitive.
I feel like
it low-key is. It's not about the singing ability.
Yeah.
It's about bringing the crowd in.
No, 100%.
It always is.
It's like, did you pick the most popular song that everyone wants to sing along?
100%.
Yeah.
And that's why I've always said, people who another rule of karaoke, you can't be a good singer. Second, stop picking songs that no one knows.
No, 100%.
I hate when people do that.
That's literally the opposite of the point.
I hate when people do that. I'm like, I don't want to listen to you sing.
No.
That's not where we're at karaoke.
No, right.
I'm here for me to also sing along with you.
This is supposed to be kind of like a group effort.
Yeah, this is a group effort. I don't want to hear you badly sing a song that only you know.
And like also is how awkward.
Yeah.
It's always so awkward when it's like, oh, this person kind of picked a flop song. Like, that sucks.
Yeah. That sucks. sucks. And once again, we just want to say we're not haters.
Yeah, no.
This is not about
a really safe
hating
space
on anyone.
Yeah.
It's just about kind of defining the rules of society.
100%.
And what you should and shouldn't be doing when you go out into the world.
And we are the complete owners of those rules.
Yeah. And don't ask any more questions.
What we say goes.
What we say goes. Anyways, on the karaoke note and the hot dog note.
Yes.
We can really just like go off on any topic.
I love.
This one is also food related because I was like in the hot dog zone. And I was like, what are some other foods I'm enjoying?
Okay.
Because I'm sure it's really interesting for everyone to hear about the foods I'm enjoying.
Please share.
One thing that's so underrated, I feel, cottage cheese.
Okay, totally.
I feel like it has a lot of haters out there.
Yeah.
Are you a cottage cheese hater?
No. I actually go through cottage cheese phases. I always like have it. It's one of those things where I get stuck on it for like a couple months.
Yeah.
And then I completely forget that it exists.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
I like cottage cheese. I am a cottage cheese stan.
I was going to say that's my space too, is that I do forget it exists. I recently came upon it again, and I'm kind
You're
of
bringing me into my next cottage cheese era as we speak.
I am kind of in that phase because you really forget, like, you put some cottage cheese on the plate, you put some olive oil,
I know,
some salt,
yeah,
maybe cut
well,
up
it's so versatile.
veggies.
It can be, you can go sweet, you can go more savory.
It's really good,
Mhm.
and I hear it's good protein too.
Okay,
I think that's what people are
which we
saying.
know we don't get enough.
We do not get enough protein.
Yeah.
We're hearing that on the TikTok.
Everyone's telling us.
Everyone's telling us not enough protein.
Seriously.
I've never in my life got enough protein, which is probably why I'm very weak.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, is because I'm just not getting enough protein. Has nothing else to do with anything else.
The fact that I haven't done a push-up in probably 5 years.
No, cannot do one. Push up, pull up, can't do it.
No, same.
I'm just simply not getting enough protein in my life.
We have to be eating way more cottage cheese.
Yeah, way more cottage cheese. And then the next on that list for foods is sweet potatoes.
Okay, love. Yeah.
I love sweet potatoes.
A really good staple. I actually hate when they're not in season because it's kind of like, okay, well, what the fuck do I do now?
Yeah, I really love sweet potatoes. Any kind of way you can give me a sweet potato.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet potato fries.
Same.
For a while, I was just boiling like a whole sweet potato for lunch.
Oh my gosh, love
and
that.
mashing that up and eating it.
That's actually
and that was
awesome.
like the full lunch. So it was basically just kind of having what some would say is like a baby's meal.
Totally.
Kind of just like
a
some mashed
puree.
Basically just a puree. And at the end of the day, I did realize babies have it right.
Yeah, they kind of know what they're doing. Simple,
Mm-hmm.
clean eating,
Mm-hmm.
no additives.
No additives.
You don't have to get so crazy with
and
it.
so I'm putting like some salt and olive oil on it.
Okay, naturally.
Yeah, naturally
kind of
that.
God's two best ingredients.
Yeah, kind of doing some like mash. Honestly, yes. Put olive oil, salt, butter on anything, and I'm gonna eat it probably.
Honestly,
Most
same.
likely.
That's all it takes.
That's the rule I live by.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the toppings, and those are the only topics that exist.
So true.
That's a new
and
rule.
those are the
Write
rules.
that down. Okay. I'm gonna skip over the next one because, well, actually, I'm gonna skip over the next two because they're also food related. Okay, I'll just go through them quickly. Actually, so I'm not gonna skip over them. I cannot stick to anything I say.
And that's okay.
And that's
no pressure.
Okay. Lean cuisines. I love lean cuisines.
I've
specifically
famously never had one.
Oh my god, so fucking good. You need to get that in your life. The spaghetti meatballs, so good.
Okay, love.
And then gas station food. Price is great, quality is great.
What's your favorite gas station?
My favorite gas station? Probably I love, like, I feel like in Minnesota we have a lot of Super Americas.
Okay.
A lot of SAs.
Mm-hmm. You don't really find those out here.
Yeah. There's a lot of Super Americas in Minnesota. So I'd say that's one of my favorites because I remember in high school, or was it middle school, we used to always go there and get slushies.
Okay. I love a slushie. That's all you
Love
have to say.
mixing the Coke flavor with the cherry flavor,
Oh my God,
which
totally.
is basically just a cherry Coke in
100%.
slushy form.
Yeah.
But it's really fun when you mix it.
Because you get to make it yourself.
And you get to make it yourself, and you feel like you're kind of being you're like
innovating.
a chef in that space.
Yeah.
A little mad scientist action. So no, I just love gas station food.
So do I. Something unfortunately so Republican about me is that I love Quick Trip, and their breakfast sandwiches are so good.
Okay, wait, I do too. I was trying to think of, honestly, the one in Madison, Wisconsin. Is that the one that's by Camp Randall? Quick Trip? Is that a Quick Trip right there?
That is a Quick Trip.
Okay, because I remember when I used to work at the church very funny, by that Camp Randall. I would always
I know exactly
stop.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
I would always stop at that Quick Trip, and they had like a little coffee machine.
Yeah.
You could get a little latte, and it was actually like really good.
No, like everything they have is actually
stunning.
amazing.
It was stunning.
James and I will wait until we cross state lines because I don't think they have Quick Trip in Illinois. And I will be like so hungry in the morning, and when we're on the way home to like visit my parents or his parents or something, and then you finally cross state lines and you see the nearest Quick Trip, and we're like, yes,
I love it. And also just like stopping at a gas station.
Oh my God, glamorous.
For food.
Yeah.
Like it's always just such a fun experience.
I feel like it's because my parents never would or something, that like now that I'm a grown adult and can do whatever the fuck I want, I'm like, I am obviously going to buy gas station food. Like
Snacks.
I did on the way to Easter, and I was
Snacks.
like, hee.
All the snacks. I love going there and getting like the pickle in a bag.
Oh my God, yeah.
I love the pickle in a bag.
TikTok loves the pickle in a bag.
Oh, do they?
I feel like TikTok is all over the pickle in a bag.
Wait, are they doing that? They're doing that red pickle thing.
Oh, the
right?
chamoy pickle.
Is that what they're doing?
The hot pickle.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. I just know that it's spicy. I think
it's spicy?
I think that's the
Okay, I didn't
vibe.
really like look into it that much. I was thinking it was sweet for some reason, but
I
it's
think
spicy.
it's like Taki pickle energy.
Okay, cool.
So I think maybe they're kind of putting, you know, like insane, probably MG. What is that stuff?
Right. The stuff that's illegal in like every other country
Yeah.
that they have in everything
And
in the
just
US.
dumping it on this pickle.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
That's we need more. Isn't that what's in like Mountain Dew?
Mm-hmm.
The red flavoring
Yes.
or whatever?
Yeah.
Perfect. Love that.
So yum.
Yeah, we should do a taste test of that actually. I would love to try it
Oh
though.
my God.
I would love to just kind of like
same.
do that.
Just to be a part of the social
Yeah, I just want to
experiment.
be in on it.
We can do it on the pod.
I know.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Those teens, sometimes they get me with those things.
Oh my God, same.
I'm just like
I'm going to do the challenges. I'm going to try the stuff.
I'm going to do it. Okay. I feel like we're running so long on this. Should I really wrap this up?
Yeah,
okay.
keep going.
I'll go through it quickly. I'll go through it quickly. I say as I'm halfway through my list. Okay, good. Still on my good list. Is It Cake? Love that show. It's a really good show.
I haven't seen it, but I have been seeing lots of people are raving about it.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Because it should be getting the reception it deserves. It's a fun, silly show.
Love.
People are really laughing at it, and they're like, why is this on TV? I'm like, it's fun. Like,
I've
can we
never
just
had
have fun things once in a while.
Exactly.
Can we just have fun, silly things? Can we just like
let
be
us
like,
have a good time?
is this burger or cake? Like, it's just silly.
It is very entertaining. I feel like I get those TikToks all the time, but I've never seen the actual like full length.
It's a
TV
fun show. Check it out. It's just fun, silly. Good reality TV. I've been absolutely rotting my brain lately with reality TV. I love it.
It is
I
such a
watch
good,
so much of it.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a good brain off hour.
Those are my parasocial relationships. I know too much about these people's lives. I'm very invested in them. The other thing I've just been seeing a lot, Lindsay Lohan comeback career, question mark.
Oh my God, I know.
I'm just really happy for her.
Same, but I really want her out of a Hallmark movie and in something that has a little more depth because
I agree.
She can act.
I agree. She can act. I'm just happy seeing her. She seems like she's healthy and doing well. And for like the child stars, I am just like wishing them the best.
I know, same.
And honestly,
I want that for Amanda Bynes next, but
I want it so badly for her. Yeah. So I'm just like, I see her little Irish Wish.
I know.
Movie.
And she was in like a Christmas movie this year.
I saw that one.
I also watched the Mean Girls remake.
Oh, I did not watch that.
And she is in it for a sec.
Okay, she just did a little cameo.
You can tell that I believe she was being filmed in a completely separate room because
perfect.
Every shot of her is just like solo, and then she's like clearly kind of not with everyone else, but that's fine. You know, sometimes you have to ease back in.
You know what? She's doing her best out here. She's doing her best. And then the last thing was just something I'm really looking forward to. It kind of ties in with the pod right now is the weather's getting better in Chicago. And I'm just really looking forward to a light beer on a patio.
Oh my God, same.
Every day of the week. I just am really, every day I think about it. I can taste it.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love a patio. Same. I know that's not an original thought, but I'm just really looking forward to it.
It only has to be 60 degrees for me to get out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to put on my skirt or my shorts.
Yes.
I want to sit on the patio. I want to have a little Miller Lite,
100%.
you know, and I just want to hang out with my friends.
I know, I can't
just
wait.
Chat, and just spend the day in the sun.
Those
I'm really
are
excited.
like the times of my life.
Really. It's actually what we live for here in Chicago.
It's the best.
It's just like 3 months out of the year.
No, I know.
That's it.
Crazy the way that we sort of just glom onto that.
Yeah, it really is crazy. And okay, so that was all my good. Bad, I'll also run through really quickly. Bad, Austin Butler Elvis voice. I know that's a popular topic.
Yeah.
I know I'm not the first one who said it, but I've been saying it for a long time. That man drives me crazy, but also I love all of the videos of people making fun of him. It's really funny, but also now I'm starting to feel a little bit bad about it.
I know. I always get that way too.
Too much fun. You know, it's like it was fun for a second, but now I'm like, are we bullying?
Now we have to let it go.
Now we have to let it go.
I actually didn't see the movie. Did you see the movie?
I did see the film.
Okay.
I did see the film.
I've just heard his method acting voice while he does his interviews.
Yes. And that actually was part of my second bad was Elvis movies. And then I said after that, no more, please.
So true. We are kind of obsessed.
More Elvis movies. I thought we were all kind of like...
Lay the man to rest.
Lay the man to rest. I also thought we were all kind of like on the page of being... he was kind of not always a great person.
Yeah, pretty much the truth is maybe he sucked a little.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Maybe was he a little bit of a pedophile? Maybe a little bit.
Scary.
Anyway, so we've made 2 movies about him. And so I'm just thinking at this point, let's not make any more.
There has to be somebody else.
I'm like, let's just stop with the Elvis movies.
Seriously.
I don't know what else there is to be said.
There's been so much history. I'm sure we could find someone else to make a movie about.
I'm sure we can find a single other person to make a film about because I don't need to see another Elvis movie.
See, I didn't see Priscilla either.
I actually did see that one as well.
I want to see that
one. For all the hate I'm giving it, I've seen both those movies.
Because I have heard that it was okay.
Priscilla was good.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot more than the Austin Butler movie because the Austin Butler one was just like walking through his life and I was like, okay, like I can read a book, I can read the Wikipedia 100%. Page, like it's fine.
Right. They actually made something for that.
I was like, I'm actually fine. Priscilla was like, okay, now we get to hear the real tea. That he was just like not a very nice man a majority of the time.
Yeah.
Anyways, was good. Another bad, cockroach sightings. This week I did see a cockroach in my apartment.
Ew.
It's the first one I've seen since moving to Chicago.
Totally.
I saw a lot when I was in New York and I thought I had kind of escaped that.
Right.
But yeah, this week I saw a cockroach crawled across my floor. And it was just like really a vibe killer.
I have actually never seen one kind of in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a friend in high school who had cockroaches for kind of like pets.
Yeah.
Which is a really unique pet choice. Not something that I want in my home.
Right.
But I've never like just come across one.
Yeah.
And when we were in the Dominican Republic, I think one of my friends saw one and said that it had crawled into my room.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, it can stay here now and I will find somewhere else.
Yeah. I am at the point where I'm like, I'm not so freaked out by them because they are bugs at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But you know, it's always just one of those things where I'm like, I have lived a year in this apartment, haven't seen one, and I thought I could just
would love it to have remained that way.
Keep those good vibes going.
You're right.
But it wasn't that way. And
can you kill them?
I did.
Okay. Because are they pretty rock solid?
They are. They're thick.
You have to like put some work into it.
Yeah, you have to put some work. It's not like you would never do it with like a handkerchief or like a tissue.
That's why you have to eat more cottage cheese.
Yes. yes. We don't have the strength in our arms to do that.
Seriously.
This is more of a shoe operation.
Okay, I see.
Mm-hmm. This is a shoe operation. Another one was TikTok doom scrolling. Bad.
It is bad.
I
can't seem to stop. I
can't stop. It's something I've been doing a lot lately. I feel like my brain is rotting a little bit. I feel like I know too much about a lot of different high schoolers' lives.
Oh my God, same. It's so bad.
That keeps popping up. I keep getting
this. It makes me feel like a really weird person. Like I'm 27. I should probably just like do something with my life instead.
I keep getting these videos of like high schoolers at their like high school dance. And like,
okay, I'm not on that side of TikTok.
Okay. Why am I on that side of TikTok? Okay, I will say though, sometimes it's kind of entertaining.
Totally.
And also like these ones where they're always like this guy interviewing his high school class and he's like, hey, who do you have a crush on? And it's like, and then they'll say, and then they'll like rate people. I don't know. I've seen those. And I'm also like, those always make me think, God, if that existed when I was in high school.
I know. It would make me want to die.
Holy shit. They're
I keep
rating
seeing-
each other.
The ones that I keep seeing though are like these British kids, and they all rate each other really high. So I'm like, that's nice at least.
Also, can we stop with the rating people thing?
I know.
That's another one, like the on the street interviews where they're like,
Yeah.
what do you think they hold like a picture up of a girl and they're like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hot is she? And it's like, let's not do that anymore.
Let's not assign numbers to humans.
Yeah, I'm like, let's just not do that anymore. Let's stop that activity.
Seriously.
I think that'd be good.
I never want to be stopped on the street, period. That's actually one of my biggest fears.
God. Same. I'm so scared of that.
We built such a culture around that now, and I'm like, I don't have anything. I'm gonna say something weird. I don't. I'm gonna have to just be like, no, thank you.
What are you listening to? Oh my God.
Terrible. I actually did see a really funny one of those though, where the girl was like literally so honest, and she was like, I'm on my third re-listen of a voicemail from a boy.
Yep. Okay, that's incredible. Yeah. That is so real.
She just fucking said it. I was like, okay, 100%.
Yes, 100%. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is very terrifying to be stopped on the street.
Oh my God.
In general, but also just
like we're not safe anymore.
We're not safe anymore. No. I'm glad they don't. I feel like they don't do that as much in Chicago. I feel like it's a very New York thing that happens. Yeah, if I see anyone with a microphone on the street,
no,
I'm speed walking.
I'm running in the opposite direction.
I'm walking the fastest I've ever walked in my life.
Seriously.
Absolutely not happening. Unless I can think of something really funny to say at the moment. But either way,
those odds are so slim.
They're so slim. I'm not clever on the spot, so I'm most likely running. And then another bad one was lately plane problems ? I am going on a trip next week, and I've just been really randomly anxious about flying with all these.
It is kind of getting a little crazier, it seems.
Doors falling off of airplanes.
Yeah,
I'm like, what's happening there?
Well, and then the like whistleblower for I think it was Boeing or something, like a guy who used to work at Boeing basically said that none of those planes are safe.
Perfect. And that's
then they killed him.
Did they check mine?
I know.
How do I know if they checked mine?
Literally.
And they always have that joke about like, oh, what about airplane food? It's like, what about airplane doors? Are those like secure?
How about the seats? How about the seat belts? How about like the whole shell that I'm sitting in?
I know. It's like, I want to physically see them checking my plane.
Yeah.
Before we're going up in the air, because I know I'm flying like a Boeing 737. I never cared about that shit before.
I know.
And now they have me like looking at my flight,
literally,
and checking which plane it is. And I'm like, what the hell?
Well, and even prior to there being this many issues, I feel like flying for me was always one of those things where I was like, I can't think too hard about the fact that this is just like a giant bus in the sky, or I will be a little bit scared.
Yeah.
So now it's like, well, we really don't stand a chance.
I know. But it's just been really on my mind. And I'm like, I'm already a little bit of an anxious flyer.
Totally.
Don't like traveling that much. So it's like, I didn't need that in my life. Ugly. We'll skip through. Down to that category. One ugly. Student loans.
So ugly.
Just straight up ugly.
And not canceling them, really ugly.
Yeah, really, really ugly.
You promised, Joe Biden.
I know. I was like, who's going to take care of those for me? Every day I'm thinking, who's going to take care of those for me?
No, like, certainly won't be me.
I just keep thinking someone's going to take care of it.
I know. Same. Well, and I paid a good chunk down, and like I waited because I knew that the number they were going to take was maybe 10,000. And I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, they said no.
So great. I'm in debt.
And do you know what? Yeah. This is the American condition. Just
literally
being consistently in debt for the rest of our lives.
I have this little app that like tells me my net worth. I'm not going to mention it on the pod because that would be embarrassing. But I'm like, I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that.
Oh my God. My net worth is probably negative.
Mine's
2 billion
literally
somehow.
So negative. Yeah, it's so sad.
So negative. I know. That's every time I like have savings, I'm like, oh my God, I have savings. And I think, no, I actually don't have savings because I'm actually fully in debt.
100%.
If I like do the math in my head of like what I actually have.
Yes.
No, I actually have no money.
Well, and it's like, I don't have any assets. I'm just a girl.
What is an asset?
Yeah.
Someone tell us out there, what is an asset at the end of the day?
Help us.
I feel like,
how do I get some?
how do I get those assets that everyone's talking about, honestly? Okay, and that goes along with that, which I'll probably just end it on these because I feel like need to wrap up. I'm sure there's so many people still here listening to us. That kind of goes along with that. Old people in politics.
We have to set an age limit.
That's literally, I can tell you right now in parentheses, age limits, ?
Literally.
I don't mean to be ageist, but stop.
I know, it literally doesn't make any sense. Also,
Stop. What are you doing?
If you
Stop.
can't be 35 until you become president, then you shouldn't be able to be older than 65.
Why are we pushing people around in wheelchairs? Not wheelchairs. Old people who are like on their last week in wheelchairs. That's what I mean. And like having them vote on things.
That's what I'm saying.
What is happening?
I know.
What do they know?
You guys actually don't have that much time left, so you shouldn't really have a say.
Stop. These are all people who, it's like that meme where they're like, oh, my uncle who bought his house for like 2 peanuts in 1940, now selling it for $2 million. I'm like, what do these people know?
That's what I'm saying. I know.
Stop.
And it's also one of those things where like, we shouldn't be having headlines about the president of the United States that are along the lines of like, oh, he looks so strong today. And he's just like walking across his lawn.
Concerning.
Like, what the fuck is that? That's not news.
Yes. I'm like, we need to, it's time to go. It's time to go to your little vacation home.
Please.
Go rest.
Go rest.
Hey, go rest, buddy.
Yeah.
Go rest.
Please. We really just want you to rest.
We don't need to have you dying in the White House.
No.
No need for that. We don't need those ghosts up in there.
So true.
We don't need any more ghosts.
And we just want you to die in the middle of winter on a Monday like everybody else.
Yes. What is Joe Biden going to be listening to when he dies?
Seriously. I wonder what his song choice would be.
What would his song choice be? I hope it's something bad. I do not like that man right now. But
I know, same.
But anyways, yes, I hope he dies on a Monday when it's cold.
As everyone should.
As everyone should. And as we all are. Actually, we're probably going to die in like a big explosion.
You know, the world is probably going to blow up.
Yeah.
And that just kind of makes sense to me at this point. I'm like, I do feel helpless in that way where I'm like, there's not that much I can do. So I'm just going to keep on kind of just living, laughing, loving, and hoping for the best.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're just going to keep yapping.
Yeah.
Just yapping. And being silly, goofy.
We're
just
so
like,
good at it. It's important to stick to what you're good at.
We actually are really good at it. We're just going to be like silly little dogs.
100%.
Who are just living their lives with their little brains.
Their little hair.
Their little brains, their little hair. Just like J-Lo. We're just going to be delusional like J-Lo for the rest of our lives.
And I think that that's the way to go. Mm-hmm. Because then you don't really have to consider the hard things.
And I don't think we should.
It's not right.
I don't think we should.
We're just too pretty for that.
Agreed. And comment down below and agree with us too, if you feel like it.
Yeah, seriously. You're welcome to give us several compliments. We accept those as currency.
Yes.
And
Venmo is open.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Thank
literally,
you.
I'll put the Venmo in the show notes. Wait, that's actually funny. I'm going to do that.
You should do that. You should do that.
Well, thank you guys for listening. And Carol, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
You are going to have to come back on this podcast because clearly we could do this all night long.
I know. I was going to say, I have actually so many more things to say, but we need to cut it off because we have so many places to be tonight.
Yeah, we're actually really popular and we have to go. So we'll see you guys soon. Love you so much. Thanks for listening. Bye.